right, guys. The Chargers just acquired Khalil Mack for a second-round pick this season and a sixth-round pick next year. I love this trade, and here's why. Khalil Mack last season had, I believe it was 6 sacks in 7 games. He has anchored this Bears defense for years that has significantly declined, but it's not because of him. You pair Joey Bosa with Khalil Mack, that is a serious problem for opposing offensive lines. Now, let me just say this. I am a Chargers fan. They're my second favorite team. I cover them, so I'm not going to have the same amount of kind of opinion as a normal Charger fan would, because I'd imagine that they're going to say, Justin Herbert's on a rookie contract. We got to take full advantage of this. But I don't see Justin Herbert as the type of player to demand $50 million a year like an Aaron Rodgers. I think Herbert would take a little bit of a pay cut. He's still going to get paid, don't get me wrong, but I feel like Herbert is the type of guy that's going to take Tom Brady money to help his team win. Because Justin Herbert's a winner. He's not arrogant. He's not cocky. He just goes out there and makes play after play. So I'm not like overly concerned about right now we need to go all in because Herbert's on a rookie deal. But I do get why a lot of people would say that. But nonetheless, the Chargers just got one of the best defensive players in the NFL. I know he's 31 years old. He just turned 31 in February. Von Miller's 32, and look what he brought to the Rams defense. Without Von Miller, the Rams don't win the Super Bowl. I mean, Von was unbelievable for them, especially later on in the season and in the playoffs. I love this trade for the Chargers. They do give up their second-round pick, which means that they essentially have to go defensive tackle in the first round, unless there's a player that falls to you that you just can't ignore. It's Justin Herbert's birthday as well. I completely forgot about that. He's turning 24. And the Chargers gift him Khalil Mack, who is on defense again, but it's not like he's throwing to him. But that's just as important to Herbert. The defense was the reason why the Chargers didn't go out and make the playoffs. And they still almost made it. They could have tied the Raiders and gotten the playoffs with pretty much a weak defense. Let's take a look at the Chargers cap hit. It's going to be $17.75 million this season, $22.9 million in 2023, and then $23.25 million in 2024. If they do this, which looks like they are, and they don't win, long term, I mean, there's like not much at stake here. There really isn't. So obviously for the future, if they hadn't made this Khalil Mack trade, it would be a little bit brighter. But I feel like the Chargers can genuinely contend for a Super Bowl this season as long as they continue to fill holes. And also, guys, don't forget, Khalil Mack and Brandon Staley are reunited. I mean, the AFC West is completely loaded. Denver just got Russell Wilson. I honestly didn't even think about that in the sense of the Chargers. Let's take a look at the highest pressure rates from 2014 through 2021. Of course, of a minimum of 2,000 pass rushes. Number 1, Von Miller. Number 2, Joey Bosa. Number 3, Aaron Donald. And number 4, Khalil Mack. Mack had a $30 million cap number in 2022, which includes a 5.5 roster bonus on the third day of the league year. So it seems cheap to get Mack, but Bears were looking to clear some cap space. Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty much win-win trade. The team that gets the best player usually wins the trade. So like the Chargers do win this trade. The Bears are also winners because they cleared cap and they need to rebuild as well. There's no reason for them to have Khalil Mack on their roster. I mean, Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack is absolutely disgusting. I just hope they can continue to build around this roster because you have arguably the third best team right now. Like, let's be real, Charger fans. The Chiefs, they're the Chiefs. They won 12 games last season. And then you have the Denver Broncos, who won 7 games without Russell Wilson, and they just got Russell Wilson. Think about that. They won 7 games with Teddy Bridgewater and Drew Lock's bum ass. And then the Raiders won, 10 games? And they just went out and got Josh Daniels. They're going to take another step. Derek Carr might not be there, so if they lose Derek Carr, then they're pretty much kind of screwed. You could make the argument that the Chargers are right under the Chiefs, and I wouldn't hate you for it. But, I mean, Patrick Mahomes in that offense and the defense, obviously, against you can throw in the Chiefs, but overall, the Chargers have a lot of holes right now. They just Added another pass rusher, which I kind of been wanting them to do. They still need help up front in the sense of like a tackle. They don't have the best linebackers. They do need a. They have so many holes on defense. Offensive line is they could improve the right side, but overall, I think it's like you could go into next season with it. A couple of veterans on there, 30, 32-year-olds, and then they've got Rashawn Slater, who's just a freaking monster, dude. Love his game. Good pick for them last season. They need a little bit more depth at running back, and then they need more speed. But other than that, I think they could probably fill those holes in the draft. Like tackle, check, first round. Third round, you go corner. Try to look for someone with upside that's got size and good hands. And then fourth round, you probably go running back. I know they haven't hit on some of their running backs currently. Hopefully they do this time around. There's going to be a guy like that kid out of Notre Dame. He did not have a good combine. Zeus, as they call him. But you just never know, man. You never know. And then like fifth round, I mean, to that point, I have no clue. But overall, I do like this trade. I feel like it kind of separates the Chargers from a team like the Raiders. Like obviously, I think they're now third, and then they just have to get better than the Broncos. And the Broncos have a legit defense, and they have Russell Wilson. Honestly, I think you could argue Herbert is better than Russell Wilson. I know Russ in like the first couple of games when he wasn't hurt looked like the old Russell Wilson, but overall, I mean, he doesn't have the arm of Justin Herbert. And that sounds crazy because Russ can sling the ball 55 yards, no question. Looks effortless. But Justin Herbert has legit maybe the best. Like outside of Josh Allen, he might have the best arm in football. I mean, he could throw it like anywhere. Like that play that he had against the Giants, oh my God, was just ridiculous. So I like Denver a lot. The Denver doesn't have as many holes as the Chargers. And you look at like receivers, I mean, the Broncos have two legit star receivers in Cortland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy. And then, of course, like you've got Mike Williams, who isn't a star, but he's like fine. Keenan Allen is better than anyone on the Broncos by far, like better than Jeudy, better than Sutton and Hamler and them boys, Patrick. And then you look at running backs, it's like, yeah, Austin Eckler. I mean, Javonte Williams is a freak. I mean, he can break any tackle. But honestly, like Eckler's overall receiving ability, and he was getting goal line work this year. I like Eckler a lot. Offensive line is like, kind of like whatever. I mean, both of them, I guess they got kind of good offensive lines. And then the defense, like Denver's defense is good, bro. Denver's defense is freaking legit. So let me know your guys' thoughts. Charger fans might disagree with me on that. We'll see, man. Hopefully the Chargers can really hit these picks. Like the first round, hopefully they can get one of those star tackles. There's a couple that I like. And then, hey, third round, you could go out and try to get a corner next to Asante Samuel. I think that would be good. I mean, Asante Samuel's not the Chargers' best corner by any means, but he's young with upside. He's only 22. And, I mean, they still got Derwin. So you now got Derwin James, Joey Bosa, and Khalil Mack. I mean, that's a frightening defense, bro. That is super frightening. Yeah, I'm excited to see what the Chargers do next. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, man. I'll see you in the next one.